Hey everyone, Malphite here, and today I want to talk about Team Vitality. These players have been confirmed for quite some time already. However, I wanted to talk a bit about who these players are. We have some replacement players. How will they do? Are they upgrades? Are they downgrades? And what can we expect from this team in the LEC in the next season? So first, quickly, let's just go over the players. We have Naak Nako coming from the Vitality B Academy, replacing Photon. We have Lyncas staying. We have Triek, again, mid laner from the Vitality B Academy, replacing VTO in the mid lane. And then we have Carzzy and Hylissang staying. So let's look at the individual players. We have Naak Nako, 19-year-old Turkish rookie coming from Vitality B. He looks pretty, pretty buff on the picture. Definitely really cool. The funniest thing about this guy, if you ever see him play, and I really hope we're gonna see this in the LEC the next year, he really lies really down in his chair and is kind of chilling, almost lying down like horizontally when he's playing. He's been pretty hyped. He's been the first choice for Vitality. I think they kind of value their academy a lot this year. We heard that they cut spending a lot because Vitality had like the super teams in the LEC like 3 years in a row, and it never really worked out. Like the teams were never even remotely good, and they made some changes, right? They brought Lyncas last split and they bombed out. Like they got kicked out. They didn't even make it into the playoffs in the summer season. And that is a big shame, I think. But Naak Nako did pretty well in the academy, in the Vitality B. So I'm really interested in seeing what he can do in the LEC. I'm not quite sure if he is LEC level yet. But we have to see. He's 19, which is still pretty young for a player. So he might do pretty well. He just needs to do, like, if he gets like a middle of the pack level of a top lane in LEC, that's already really, really good for being 19 years old. But let's look at our other player, so Lyncas. So this guy, some of you might not know, but he's coming from the K Corp Academy. He had a really good relationship with Mac and Pat, which are the coaches of Team Vitality, previously coaches of Mad Lions. They actually wanted to bring Lyncas, and they I think even wanted to like replace Elioya and do some of their own kind of direction in the team and so on, but that did not end up happening. And obviously MDK became Mad Lions, Mad Lions became Mad Lions Co and other stuff, right? But let's not get too into that. Vitality brought Lyncas, and this team completely bombed out. They had Douglas before. People were complaining a bit. They were like, yeah, this is someone we can actually upgrade. Then they brought Lyncas. People were really hyped, and then it ended up kind of falling. So many people are pretty low on Lyncas. They say he's not very good, but however, this guy is still very, very talented. Keep in mind, this guy is basically like a Skewmont of last season, right? So the hype that is around Skewmont now, this is like the level of play that this guy is capable of, and he just wasn't able to show it. Maybe the team environment was bad. Remember they had VTO there, they had Photon, maybe there were some communication issues, like, you never know. But let's not sleep on this guy. This guy is still a really, really good prospect in the jungle, and also a very young player. You can see 20-year-old. So I'm really excited what this guy can do and can show. Next we have Triek. Triek, I think, I don't know, but I feel like I heard about this guy quite a bit. He was in the Misfits Academy team, now he's in the Vitality B Academy team, but I heard his name thrown around during the past years in the League of Legends scene and in the LEC quite a bit. I don't think he was the first choice of Team Vitality. I think there were some other players being tried out, but Triek, he's still a pretty good mid laner, definitely deserves a shot at trying the LEC level, and then we can see how it's gonna go. But it's just pretty interesting to see that Vitality, they have their academy team, they can bring those players up, they can cut the spending pretty heavily and still end up with a solid roster, right? I mean, you have two good solo laner rookies from your team, then you brought over Lyncas as your jungle, and your coaches are Mac and Pat, so it seems that they will cook something up, right? Like they must have something in plan. And obviously then we have Carzzy, obviously huge name. Everyone who watches LEC know this guy. He has been a staple. Well, I mean, gosh, look at how many teams this guy has been in over the time he's playing. This guy has been absolute beast for years now in the LEC. Having so many accomplishments, constantly being underrated. This guy is in the conversation to being the best AD carry in the LEC for some years actually now already, and he is in the Vitality. So this is definitely the star player of Vitality right now, and he's there also with his bot lane partner Hylissang, already 29 years old. So guys getting getting into those boomer memes and so on. But Hyli, we all know, again, a huge name in the LEC, is up there in the conversation of like the great supports with Mickey X. He's been a great player in Fnatic era, in the Mad Lions era, and now in the Vitality era. All interesting big teams, and although sometimes he has a very unique play style, and there's definitely some magic to the bot lane with Carzzy and Hyli. So let's just look at the whole team as it is. They pretty much have a veteran bot lane. So this bot lane is one of the best bot lanes in the LEC. I think it's like Hans Mickey, Carzzy, Hyli, and then what did we have? Noah June was pretty good. Supa Alvaro was getting up there a bit, and then maybe Islabro, obviously. So those are like the 5 best bot lanes. Carzzy, Hyli definitely top 3, if not top 1. So the bot lane is still really, really insane. We have to see how the solo laners are going to do, right? Because that's a big thing. And then we have Lyncas, and Lyncas really needs to step it up. But I think he, now they have a whole year to like work on this roster, to improve, to get those synergies. And I think, replacing VTO, we heard some stuff about VTO, about maybe some issues, very mechanically talented player, but there's a high chance he might not end up playing in the LEC unless he goes into, obviously, Heretics. There's still one roster open. But despite being so mechanically talented and so many like hype moments, guy was an MVP and so on, sometimes maybe you would just rather have someone that, let's say, blends more with the team, or someone who can offer more to the team, even though they're, let's say, I mean, this is not to say that Triek is worse mechanical player than VTO. I'm just saying that sometimes maybe the roster can function better with different players, and I'm pretty sure that there's actually a lot of potential in this roster. However, if I should evaluate it in the winter split, I don't think we can expect a lot from this roster, but by the end of the year, this could be a team that is going to make others sweat for it, so this could be like a top 5 team in the LEC, but not in the first split, like in the summer split, in the season finals, and so on. But let me know what you think about these individual players. Are you hyped on Team Vitality? Did they upgrade? Did they downgrade? Did they win the offseason or lose it? I'm interested in all the ideas that you might have for me. Subscribe for more videos, like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.